Hey, it's day two of my long weekend on the Vancouver Island, and we stayed at my buddy Glenn's house here. Had a great stay, served up nice steak and beer for us. We are gonna do the Port Renfrew loop today, but on the reverse because my buddy here, Jorg, did it yesterday. Clockwise, that's what was recommended apparently. We're gonna do the counterclockwise, I haven't done it yet, and let you know if it's any better, one way or the other.
Okay, so this is the route map for my Port Renfrew loop. If it's a great loop if you're down in the southern part of Vancouver Island anyways, and that's where Victoria is. Victoria, of course, is the capital of BC if you're visiting BC. So just as a tourist location, it's quite popular, so it could be a good detour for you and extend that trip. This loop, if you came from Nanaimo, is about 5.5 hours, about five and 20 minutes, I guess. And but if you're coming from the Victoria side, Swartz Bay Ferry Terminal, then it's actually just under 5 hours, so that's not too bad. Here's a short video clip showing you what half of the Port Renfrew loop looks like. We start from the north in Lake Cowichan. We take Highway 18, and then we cut into the Pacific Marine Road, and then we end up in Port Renfrew for a quick rest stop. So we made a stop at the Coastal Kitchen Cafe, which is a popular biker stop. Actually, it's probably the only stop in Port Renfrew because it's quite a small town.
And it is cold.
Warmer than yesterday, but still cold.
So we're at the Coastal Cafe in Port Renfrew and just taking a warm-up stop. It's actually quite cold here. I guess we're very close to the coast, so if you're riding by, make sure you have enough. This is like almost July 31st right now. Oh no, it's August 1st, and we're cold, so you can imagine how that is. Inland though, you feel the heat. So here we have a Renfrew fog, which is their take on the London fog, but instead of vanilla syrup, they put in lavender. After the warm-up break in Port Renfrew, we finish up the loop with Highway 14, also known as West Coast Road. The pavement gets better and we are greeted with some nice views. Cathy's Corner here has a great menu. Lots of good items here. Okay, so I stopped by in Sooke at Cathy's Corner Cafe. Quite highly rated on Google, but it's lunch at the end of the Port Renfrew loop, and I ordered a honey mustard chicken wrap. Looks pretty good. It's huge. Look how big this thing is. So I'm probably not gonna finish it, but hey, I'll tell you how it goes. So this wrap is actually pretty good. The honey mustard sauce is good. The lettuce inside of it is fresh. Onion, tomato, the chicken, it's decent stuff. Okay, so that was a good lunch, but it's hot. It's much hotter once you get outside of Highway 14 than when you're riding it, especially along the coast. But I heard that there's this really cool food truck that makes these delicious ice cream sandwiches, so I'm gonna go find that out. We are here for some ice cream sandwiches. Okay, I found it. This is Seachest ice cream sandwiches, handmade. Wow, these all look so good. Cool. And you guys make them here, like handmade?
I make everything, all organic, all handmade, all made from scratch.
Awesome. What's the sandwich part of it?
So if you read the menu, the first part's the cookies, or first part's the ice cream, second part's the cookies. They're all different depending on the ice cream.
Oh, got it. Okay, I see how that works. What would you recommend?
I love the juniper lime.
Juniper
If you
lime?
like something a little bit more like caramelly, chocolatey, I love the banana rum.
Okay.
You can't go wrong. How about that?
Okay, so I heard about this place called Seachest. They make their own ice cream sandwiches, handmade. It's gonna be really good. Let's try it. So this is the banana rum with caramel swirl. Look at that. All handmade, organic. Love it. Wow, this is really good. Super sweet though, and probably a little bit big for me. But again, I'm lightweight. I just like to sample. When you look at their menu, the top item is the ice cream. So this one is the roasted banana rum, which is in here. And then the bottom item on the menu is the cookies, different types of cookies. This one is the chocolate, salted caramel with chocolate. Very yummy. So I stopped by at the Seachest, heard really good things about this place. Handmade ice cream sandwiches, all made here. And it was good. But the one I ordered was very rich, which was the butter rum with the caramel swirl cookie. So if you like sweet, if you like rich, order that one. The store owner's favorite was the juniper lime. I felt if I had that one, I probably could have finished it. I definitely did not finish mine. So now, onwards.
Now, if you came through here, it's actually a much shorter loop, and what I would recommend is actually extend the trip a little bit if you don't mind, and go do some of the nice back roads in the Langford area. So even if you came from Nanaimo, for instance, I mapped out the detour with all the back roads, and this is where it kind of starts. After Sooke, you can come down to the East Sooke Regional Park, Gillespie Road over to East Sooke Road. Kangaroo Road is awesome. It's probably my favorite back road in this whole stretch here, so definitely put that on your to ride list. Once you get up there, you can come through Woodruff, and then Millstream is a nice little road. It's fairly wide for a back road. Then you hit Ross Durant's. Restaurants is a joy to ride. It's single lane, unmarked, so do watch out for cars coming the other way. You have to pull over a little bit to let them through. Tight twisties, so that's quite fun. And then you can hook back over to the 17, back to Swartz Bay and ferry back to Vancouver. So that's a nice little stretch of back roads that I would highly recommend you check out. And again, that's just under 5 hours from Nanaimo. If you came from Swartz Bay, it'd be even less. So for sure, I would recommend that. And this is a short video clip showing you what you can expect from these beautiful back roads. So that was the Port Renfrew loop. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is the map. We decided to do it counterclockwise. Most people do it clockwise. I'm not sure why, but we were curious, so we wanted to go check it out the other way. My buddy Jorg actually did it yesterday clockwise. It was wet and cold, so we didn't enjoy that much. But yeah, today we did it counterclockwise, which is basically if you come south on the Island Highway, you turn off onto 18 just before Duncan. Then you hit Lake Cowichan, and then you continue on to Port Renfrew, and then you connect to the West Coast Road, which is Highway 14, and you end up in Sooke, and then back to Victoria, and that's the loop. Now, overall ride review, the scenery was very nice, especially heading into Highway 18. You see the mountains. It's in almost like a valley road, unmarked, but beautiful summer wildflowers and everything like that. So for the scenery, I'd say I give it a 7 out of 10. The first stretch is probably an 8 out of 10. This is the stretch going to Lake Cowichan on Highway 18. It's very nice. It's like a mountain valley, and you got the mountains behind you and the summer flowers, the purple summer flowers. Very beautiful. So I give it an 8 out of 10 in that stretch. And the stretch after Port Renfrew, I give it more like a 7 out of 10. The road conditions, not that great. It's bumpy. You'll see Jorg is bouncing all up and down. There's you really gotta watch where it is. It's paved, except for this one small stretch after Port Renfrew, so west of Port Renfrew, but most of it's paved. It's just bumpy and sudden bumps, like sharp bumps, sharp drops. So you gotta be careful with that. So for road conditions, I'd give it like 5 out of 10. I wasn't happy with that. Tight twisties, it's not too bad. I wouldn't say super tight, but I would give it a 7 out of 10. It's tight enough to keep it fun. Of course, the thing that I don't like is the bumpy, so I'm always watching myself in the corners, even if it's tight, just in case I hit a bump. There are some gravel stretches in certain corners, so you gotta be careful of that. Fast sweepers, not so much. It's definitely more on the tight side. So fast sweepers, I give it like maybe a 6 out of 10. And then traffic volume, pretty light. Not too bad at all. So that's good. I would give that like maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10.
Now, regarding doing it counterclockwise or clockwise, we did it counterclockwise today, and I find that as you head down the mountain from on Highway 18, there's a few hairpins that you head down the mountain. I got to appreciate the scenery more because, you know, as you're heading down, you can see the whole vista in front of you. So that was nice doing counterclockwise. The pavement on the Highway 18 stretch seems equal both sides, but I would say that on the Port Renfrew side, west of Port Renfrew, after Port Renfrew, heading west on Highway 14, it did seem like the pavement was a little bit better if you did it clockwise. So maybe that's why people recommend to do it that way.
So that's the Port Renfrew loop. It's one of the 3 big loops in Vancouver Island, and I hope you like that. If you do, please make sure you hit the subscribe button to support our channel so I can bring more of these motorcycle travel vlogs. And if you've been through these roads, please leave me a comment. Love to chat with you and love to find out what you think about it.